Next come to the mechanics of respiration. So that means how this respiration is taking place. So as I told, all the respiration is taking place in two phases. One is inspiration and another one is expiration. So in the inspiration, it is an active process. Okay, the active process that requires an active contraction of muscles. Okay, active contraction of muscles. See, so how the air enter the lungs. So mainly it is operating the respiratory pump or a muscle force. So whenever the muscles get contracted or operation of this muscle, the pressure in the thoracic cavity is decreased. Okay, so when the respiratory muscles act, so contraction of the respiratory muscles, the pressure inside the thoracic cavity is decreased. To overcome this resistance, the air will enter to the lungs from the atmosphere. Okay, so during inspiration, the respiratory pump or a muscle pump, there is a contraction of respiratory muscles. Okay, contraction of respiratory muscles. The pressure in the thoracic cavity decreases. Okay, so suppose this is a thoracic cavity. Inside the thoracic cavity, the lungs is present. So whenever the pressure decreases due to contraction of this muscle, the pressure will decreases. So that time, through the respiratory tract, the air enter the lungs. That is called inspiration. Okay, until the intrapulmonary pressure, means the pressure inside the lungs, and atmospheric pressure. So atmosphere is having some pressure that should be equal. Okay, so first what will happen, due to contraction of the muscle, so the pulmonary pressure decreases. Due to decrease in pulmonary pressure, from the atmosphere air enter the lungs. Okay, until the pulmonary pressure and atmospheric pressure become equal. So this is called inspiration. The muscles which are involved for inspiration are, one is diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. Okay, diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. So both will operate during quiet respiration. So quiet respiration is normal. Normally we are breathing right now. So that is called normal or a quiet respiration. So mainly the diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. So for a deep inspiration, there is accessory inspiratory muscles. So sternocleidomastoid, so anterior sertide, tensor tympani, vertebral columns are working only in forceful respiration. Okay, during forceful respiration, so these muscles get operating. Okay, so primary for quiet respiration, the diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. Okay, in that, so this is the diaphragm. So whenever the diaphragm get contracted, so it will pressure inside the thoracic cavity become negative or decreases. So that time from the atmosphere the air enter the lungs. Okay, so in that about 70 to 75% of inspiration is taking place because of contraction of this diaphragm. Okay, contraction of the diaphragm. So that will increase the vertical dimension of thoracic cavity. Due to contraction of this, that will increase the vertical dimension of thoracic cavity. So during inspiration, the thoracic cage dimension will be increased in all three different direction. One is a vertical, so this is vertical direction, okay. Antero posterior, antero means from front to back, okay. Antero posterior and horizontal, okay. So all three dimension it will increases, okay. All three different directions the thoracic cage dimension increases. So in this the diaphragm increase the vertical dimension. Clear? So inspiration, what is inspiration? Because of because of contraction of respiratory muscles inside the thoracic cavity, the pressure decreases or become negative pressure. Because of that the air from the atmosphere enter the lungs, okay. That is called inspiration. So mainly through diaphragm and external intercostal muscles. So during inspiration the thoracic cage dimension increased in all three different directions like vertical, antero-posterior and horizontal. Okay. So these are the intercostal muscles. So this is ribs. So these are the intercostal muscles, okay. So intercostal muscles, the contraction of external intercostal muscles cause increase the dimension of horizontal, okay. So horizontal and antero posterior, okay, antero posterior direction, same thing, okay. So external intercostal muscles pull the lower lips causing upward and outward movement. So upward movement of the manubrium called it looks like a pump handle movement, and outward movement of the rib that will cause a bucket handle movement. So there are two types of movements, one is a pump handle movement and bucket handle movement, okay. So this is the bucket, so it will move like this. Even external intercostal muscles contraction of that, so it will move the sternum like a bucket handle and the pump handle. So this is the pump, so it will move like this, pump handle movement, okay. So pump handle movement increase the antero-posterior diameter, and the bucket handle movement increase the transverse diameter. So just write, so very important, the mechanics of respiration. What is inspiration? What is expiration? In inspiration, so what are the changes is taking place? Which are the muscle? Okay, diaphragm and intercostal muscles. So diaphragm increase the vertical dimension, and external intercostal muscles cause two types of movement. So one is the bucket handle movement and pump handle movement, okay. So this is from here to here, so antero-posterior diameter increases. So that's complete the inspiration. So after inspiration, the expiration is taking place. It is a passive process. So inspiration is an active process, but the expiration is a passive process. So passive means there is no external work or pressure is required, okay. That is mainly due to elastic recoiling capacity of the lungs. So the lungs has, so imagine a balloon is there, so you are inflating the balloon with the air, okay. So now air is present, so you tie here. If you remove this one, what will happen? So from here the air will coming out, right. So that is because this elastic property of this balloon, okay. So it will coming back to its original position. So that time whatever the air is present is coming out. The same thing, because of the elastic recoiling capacity of the lungs, the thorax will assume its original position. That means the lungs get compressed, so when the lungs get compressed, so whatever the air, the pressure will increases and the air will coming out. Okay, the air will goes out. So till the air pressure between intrapulmonary and atmospheric pressure are equal. Understood? So expiration is a passive process. So mainly due to elastic recoiling of the alveoli. Okay, elastic recoiling of the alveoli. So whenever the thorax, whatever the contracted muscles, the diaphragm and external intercostal muscles get relaxed, the thorax will assume its original position. So that time the lungs get compressed. Okay, the lungs get compressed. So that time the pressure inside the lungs get increases. So that time the air will comes out till the air pressure between the pulmonary and atmosphere become equal. So that is about the expiration. So inspiration and expiration. So expiratory muscles, this is expiration. So this during inspiration, you can see here, so thoracic cage. So expiration, it is going back. So phrenic nerve, which is mainly supplying to the diaphragm and intercostal muscles. Okay. So any paralysis of the phrenic nerve, so that will very difficult for inspiration is taking place. So in addition to this, there is some accessory muscles like sternocleidomastoid, serratus, anterior, etc. are the expiratory muscles. Are rectus abdominis, internal oblique and internal intercostal muscles are be involved during forceful expiration. So that's complete the mechanics of respiration. So I will stop here only. Thank you all.